We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Eddie James, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Taijuan Walker gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Third baseman, Alec.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Ah, and he is out trying to take third on the hit and run. What a throw.
Clearly should have been...
Ready once again, Lonnie Jaquez.
Number 7.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air out to left field. James is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Standing in, Eddie James. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a liner. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at-bat.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. James isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch.
At the plate, Eddie James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 449 now for his career. And it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Philadelphia Phillies used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Jose Suarez earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Michael Fryman records the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Miami have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Zach Wheeler is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
James, a 22-year-old. He was selected in the 15th round during the 2020 draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Still no score. Ready now for the Marlins, Lonnie Jaquez.
Number 7, Lonnie.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And he popped him up. Left fielder coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Eddie James.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. Lined hard toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Stepping up now, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Lifted the other way out to left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly, as this is now a 2-1 game. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Eddie James.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Miami took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Spencer Howard, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in now, Eddie James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. James is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well. Swinging left.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field, giving him an even .450 for his career. And it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, John Birdie. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little...
Coming to the plate now, Eddie James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's now 5-3.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Liner in there for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall.
You're up.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So coming to the plate, Alec Bohm.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Get your pitch, huh?
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. So here's Trey Mancini, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And the runner's breaking for third. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning. Get a couple of hits. Ready for another shot now. Brian Navarreto.
The first baseman, Brian Navarreto.
Now here it comes. Lifted in the air out to left. James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 6, Brett Beatty.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
6-4 the outcome today. The Phils rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Spencer Howard gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Michael Fryman hammers down the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First